Good morning, pregame crew. How are ya? It is Monday, July 29th, 2024, 6:21 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time. Good morning. Welcome to the show. This is a show where I go over indices, commodities, crypto, movers, and shakers of the day. I officially get started in 8 minutes. Well, then, dummy, why are you jumping on early? Because it's early and my mouth and brain need to kind of sync up. I need to do an audio visual check, say hello to my friends, take a few chart requests, just get the juices flowing. Good morning, Greg. Hey, Night Truck, Shake and Bake, Jeffrey, K-Mac, Bull Strike. Hey, Omar, I'm all right. I got to see the prodigal son this weekend. My son came up to see me, so it was a good weekend. Hey, Topher, One-Liner, Tess, Spaceball. Thanks, Night Truck. Good afternoon, Casey. Hey, Mavic. Husey. Good morning, good morning. Shake and Bake, your life fascinates me. So cool that you could just spend that time in Greece and just, walk around, look at art with your best girl. I freaking love it. That's what life's about. Hey, Wave. Okay, Crowd, I'm still watching Crowd. Crowd has been very disappointing waiting for this bounce to get started. I made some money on it last week and then I lost on the last half of the trade. And what I'm looking at is, yes, we're oversold, but it's news related, so we don't always get the bounce we want. Earnings are at the end of the month. I'm looking for a Crowd bounce. I would feel much more comfortable down here as a bull than a bear, but it doesn't mean that the bear trade won't work. There's still lots of news headlines around this catastrophe, debacle, whatever word you want to use, just total debacle. So I'm hearing that their insurance will only protect them up to like 5 billion or something, and that the outages cause more than 5 billion worth of harm to other companies. So they have some exposure that's not protected. So lots of bearish headlines. Technically though, which is what I do, I don't do all that fundamental stuff. Technically, I'm looking for a bounce. We're super beat up. Super beat up. Let's see if those 270 puts keep paying you. I have not looked at Crocs in a hot minute. My mom loves Crocs. Weekly downtrend, daily downtrend, monthly looking for a higher low. Daily 12 EMA is just an electric fence for the bulls, just continues to zap them. We're opening up inside Friday's range. Yeah, this is just a clear downtrend. Earnings are Thursday morning. So we'll see if it can kind of turn this frown upside down and get it out of this downward spiral. Yeah, IWM is gapping up. IREN should be good, but it wasn't gapping up earlier when I looked at it. It was green. Yeah, we're not gapping up. And Bitcoin had a heck of a weekend. So it's good and green. It is struggling here at the Great Wall of Louisiana, the 50 MA, which I affectionately call the Great Wall of Louisiana. We're getting stuck there. 1018 is Friday's high. The bulls need to clear that in order to get some momentum. This could be a laggard to Bitcoin. This doesn't look great. You want to see it gapping up like Mara is gapping up above Friday's high, and it's taking advantage of this Bitcoin strength. Gap rules apply on Mara. If we can hold Friday's high as support, that is a long signal. Hey, Gravy Train. Hey, Alice, Joel. Hey, Paula. Hey, KK, Chris. I'll go over Apple. Hey, Matthew, where you been? Lemonade. I've got a question for you. I'm just going to do a quick focus group question. What do you think, and I know nobody has a crystal ball, housing prices are going to do after the election? Go up or down? If you think they're going to go up, could you put a 1 in chat if you think housing prices are going to go down after the election? press 2. So 1 if you think housing prices are going to go up, and 2 if you think it's going to go down. I'm very interested in what you think. So Lemonade had this big breakout from this compression. We were talking about this high compression squeeze here on the weekly, and man, did it break out and then some. Daily inside bar on Friday, double top 23.69, 23.70. Makes it simple. You can be a support and resistance trader and not learn anything else about technical analysis and just say, okay, I'm going to go short at resistance, I'm going to go long at support, and I'm going to make my life easy, simple, straightforward. You can make a living doing that. TSN. You think they're going to go up after the election? All right, lots of ones here. Taxi driver. Okay, let's look at Tyson Foods. 61.51, 61.32, weekly double top. Potential monthly bull flag. This doesn't look terrible. What's the dividend? 50 cents. Again, it doesn't look terrible. 61.51, 61.32, clear resistance. Maintaining hourly EMAs. As long as that's the case, bulls are in control. Y'all like to color outside the lines, and that's why I love y'all. I knew if I gave y'all rules of either 1 or 2, that there was going to be someone put both, put 3, put no answer, because that's what we do as traders. We color outside the lines. Hey, by the way, if you could hit that like button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Joel and Workout, y'all are singing from the same hymn book. Gurn. Monthly inside bar. Weekly. Double bottom 416, 420. Daily, we're clinging to the 50 MA. I wouldn't say that this is a straightforward chart. Earnings next Thursday. All right. Y'all ready to get this show on the road? I am. Let's do it. Good morning. Welcome to the pregame show. This is a show where I go over this handy dandy table where it shows that I'm looking a little more bullish than bearish. And who am I? I don't know. This is who I am. Check out Lori. If you want to give me a follow on X, that'd be great. After you give me a follow on X, go hit that like button, please. It helps with the algos. Let's look at the economic calendar. We've got a busy week. We've got jolts tomorrow, and jolts could jolt the market. Pretty big econ number. ADP on Wednesday, FOMC on Wednesday, jobless claims ISM on Thursday, Friday, non-farm payrolls, and a partridge in a pear tree. Like, we got everything this week. This is Super Bowl of earnings week. We got Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Meta, blah, blah, blah. Lots of earnings this week, lots of economic data. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Like, it's going to be a big one. Thank God I don't have my camera on. Not only do I look tore up from the floor up, but I'm also waving my hands wildly. Getting pretty fired up here for a Monday morning. I need to, like, calm things down. All right. Oh, of course nobody can predict the housing market. Absolutely not. I just sold my house in June, and I'm just looking ahead and getting a little antsy to buy and wondering if I should wait till after the election, but I'm okay either way. It's fine. I wasn't asking for absolutes, just an educated or an uneducated, just a guess. All right, let's look at the markets. All right, so 552825, we broke Friday's high by $1.75, and we're still hovering in that area at this triple top. 5533, 5528, 5530, triple top on the daily. Let's look at this retracement. Oops. All right, we are at the 50% retrace, which means we've made enough room for a higher low on a pullback on ES. NASDAQ, we have not made enough room for a higher low. We've only retraced 0.382, and this could still be a daily bear flag. So on a pullback, a higher low is not more of a certain outcome. We have the probability out there of getting a lower low with NASDAQ weakness. Of course, earnings will have a lot to do with how this resolves. RTY is like, look at me, I'm the teacher's pet. Just, what a bull. What a bull. This weekly squeeze, this daily squeeze, it was a beaut, Clark. Look at that. Unbelievable. So Russell continues to impress. If we look at IWM, we are gapping up. I'm watching this trend line to see if this gap up could possibly be for shorting. And here's how I'll trade that. Now, I'm going counter trend, so I understand it's a scalp and this won't be a hold. But if we were to break Friday's high and then Friday's high hold as resistance, that could be a top fish setup on this gap up for potential shorting on the Russell. Be careful, these bulls have been ravenous. All right, back to the top. We have the Dow. Dow is green this morning. 4-hour potential bull flag. RTY 4-hour bull flag confirmed. I forgot to mention that on the Dow. 4-hour bull flag testing right now at 41029 resistance. We have the VIX. The VIX is in a 4-hour EQ. Higher high, higher low, lower high. And then we got a slight lower low by 5 cents. A nickel does not a bear break make. So we have an equilibrium right now on the VIX. It's gone red to green. We're coming into support again. So we have the bulls buying these dips as if it's their job. All right. Hang Seng was pretty green overnight, up 1.28%. DAX up 0.17%. Bitcoin is on a bull tirade. We have a triple top here. Actually, this is a quad top here at 69,800 level. We're at a quad top with a potential 4-hour bull flag. These bulls are thirsty. They're looking great. Bitcoin conference this weekend. Instead of sell the news, it was buy the news. I would keep this one on back burner watch, looking for 5 and 15-minute oversold conditions as long as the bulls keep buying those dips. Ethereum, very bullish. Which one was at? Yeah, we're at the daily 50 MA on Ethereum. And Bitcoin, we're well over it. So Ethereum right here, I would just be a very protective bull. If you've made gains, I would just keep tightening up those stops here at the daily 50 MA. It seems to be slowing. And in my infinite quest to be clever, in my write-up this morning for the whiteboard, I said Litecoin seems to be the right coin. Look at this. Inverse, it had a 3-day inverse head and shoulders that confirmed. 76, 76, 76, 76, double top right there, right there. So just be careful. We need to get through that. But bulls look great. Litecoin seems to be the right coin. All right, dollar. Dollar had this 4-hour squeeze. It's breaking out up and above 104.555. Weekly lower high is not on the dance card right now. Still a potential daily bear flag. Weekly bear flag, but bulls are pushing right here, right now to try to negate that and make room for a weekly higher low on the next pullback. Again, 4-hour squeeze resolving to the upside for the dollar bulls. Gold. I can't call this a 4-hour bull flag because of this upper wick of profit taking, but I would say we've made enough room for a 4-hour higher low on a pullback. Daily, we're looking for a lower high compared to 24.33 right there. Hourly, we are in a downtrend. So that daily lower high is now likely set right here. We've made enough room for a higher low on the daily right in this area. So daily high or low is on the dance card for gold bulls, and let's see how we can fight our way out of this. Oil. Oil weekly high or low. It looked to be set last week, but yeah, bears are still, they're working on it. An hourly low or high is the more likely scenario compared to 77.69. Bears have control of this name right now. The weekly high or low is not a gimme at this point. Nat Trash is trying to get a bounce going. As long as the reverse back burners keep working, keep shorting it. If you're trading nat gas, hourly overbought has been an area to short, and you have made money on top of money on top of money. Until these bulls can prove otherwise, I would keep this thing on reverse back burner watch. Okay. All right, when I get messages, I get a little sidetracked because I want to make sure y'all can still hear me and yada yada. So when I get direct messages in chat, it kind of makes me pause a little bit and make sure everything's still working. All right, let's go over Apple. Apple, we have a tightening hourly EQ below the 50 MA. NVIDIA is very similar. NVIDIA has an hourly tightening range, just like Apple. Apple has gone green to red this morning. We're below the EMAs. Earnings this week, and we are looking for a 3-day high or low. So on Apple, if you want some clarity, I would say the 3-day chart provides the most clarity. Looking for that higher low here at the 12 EMA. Earnings on Thursday. Daily downtrend, daily inside bar Friday. And we're still neatly, nicely tucked inside that inside bar. So we may do nothing today. As long as we remain inside Friday's range, this could be a do nothing day. Amazon has a slight gap up. It's maintaining. It has earnings on Thursday. I know I've done my part to help their earnings. So let's see. Next resistance, 183.90. We're above Thursday's high as well. So Amazon bulls are starting to buy this dip ahead of earnings. Gap rules apply as long as we hold the high of Friday as support. That is a long signal. No problem, Dollar Tree Farmer. I'm here for you. 114.01. We're opening up in the middle of Friday's range on NVIDIA. We don't have earnings this week. A daily lower high is the more likely scenario, and that daily 50 MA is overhead, loud and proud. Bears are in control. It's green this morning, but bears are still in control. Tesla, gap up. Daily bear flag. Bulls are putting in the work here. Let's see, are we above that? No. 226 is the level. I like to set my alerts right before resistance or support, so I'm kind of on notice, like, okay, we're approaching it. I would still continue to short 226 as long as it remains as resistance. They bombed on earnings. Bulls are buying the dip this morning. I don't know if they had news. I didn't see any news. But let's see if this gap up holds. I don't have a trade idea on Tesla except for shorting 226. Crowd, I'm looking for an oversold bounce. Daily RSI is pretty beat up. 260.54 is Friday's high. We're 54 cents away from that level. We're at 260. I think again, if we could get above Friday's high and then hold Friday's high as support, this isn't a gap up situation. So I know I'm kind of muddling the rules here, but I'm looking for a long if we can get above Friday's high. Looking for the oversold bounce. Nike's a top fish. Daily lower high is the more likely scenario. We're opening up right under Friday's high. Nice oversold bounce going here, but this looks more like a rising wedge to me. So this is what I'm looking at on Nike. Something like that if we were to break this uptrend, and I could draw it longer here. I'm looking for a potential bear break of this uptrend on Nike for a potential short. Palo Alto. Palo Alto weekly higher low on watch. So we're looking for the weekly higher low. We're at the daily 50 MA. We're holding that. Potential hourly inverse head and shoulders. Confirming here on this gap up. Gap rules apply. If we can hold Friday's high as support, that is a long signal on Palo Alto, looking for the weekly higher low. Roku, potential gap up for shorting. It's at the daily 50 MA. Bing, bing, right overhead. We're clearing it right now. Let's see. A daily lower high is the more likely scenario. Earnings on Thursday. I don't know how I feel about this one right now. This gap up is getting a little more extreme. I would at least wait for a 2-minute downtrend for a potential top fish. Then finally, UNG. Keep those hourly reverse back burners on watch. As long as they keep working, keep doing it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. MMM for Jessica. Hey, Philip, I am not an earnings trader. They're a binary event. Unless you're sleeping with the CEO or CFO, you really don't know what's going on. So I don't have an edge. I'm not going to trade something where I don't have an edge. MMM up 23% on earnings Friday. I would keep this one on back burner watch, meaning 5 and 15-minute oversold during regular trading hours for potential long setups. This is a beautiful name, beautiful move. Congrats, MMM Bulls. Okay. CGC. Daily 50 MA is overhead. We have earnings next Friday. Daily inside bar on Friday, 743 is clear resistance. You could be a support and resistance trader on these cannabis names. They hold support and resistance very well. They become clear levels to top fish or bottom fish. They hold the rules pretty well. Okay, CLSK looks great. I don't think we're gapping up. Oh, we are gapping up now. I like this weekly squeeze. Love, 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 love this weekly squeeze. We're gapping up on Bitcoin strength. As long as this gap up remains as support, that is a long signal. 1767. It says 1767 is Friday's high, but this says 1766. So I don't know. What is the truth? Tell me the truth. 1767 is what it says. I don't see where. You're welcome, Jessica. Yeah, hit that like button. Hey, awesome. That's awesome. Go fishing. That's wonderful. XLRE. I didn't realize I was going to cause such a stir just asking people's opinions. I know they're not facts, people. I'm a little bit smarter than that no one can predict the housing environment. I was just asking for opinions. And they're just that, opinions. I get it. I'm a decently smart woman. Bought and sold about 15 homes. I'm all right. Phew. Hey, Rick, good morning. CVNA, Carvana. Carvana has a nice weekly rounded bottom of bulls buying the dip. We're at the weekly 200 MA. We got above it, actually. Daily lower high is the more likely scenario compared to 14725. Earnings Wednesday after hours. Okay, so since the last earnings, this is how we measure it. Since the last earnings, we've gone about 56. Wait, 1 second. Let me get this right. About 60% from the earnings till now, from the last earnings. That's a lot. So has Carvana added 60% of value to the, it's added 60% to the market cap, but has it provided that value in return? I don't know. That's a pretty big move up. If I had to just guess, I would say a down move could be expected because that's a really big move up. So we'll see. But that's just a guess. SMLR. Yeah, Travis, that's what I'm seeing. I feel like I kind of potentially nailed the top of the market if that's possible with housing. So we'll see with the sell. Okay, August 5th, earnings. Weekly EQ. Daily, we're bouncing from the 50 MA even though we're in a daily downtrend. Tough chart. What's the volume on this? Real choppy. Yeah, 202,000. That's low volume. That's why it's choppy. We do have a squeeze on the 4-hour. We're gapping up ever so slightly. Gap rules apply. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Oh, by the way, tomorrow is open house. So tomorrow, you log into the pregame, you can stay on, and I'm going to go right into market open, and you're going to see what we provide the members, kind of take a little look behind the curtain, the value that we attempt to provide every morning where we're live and we call out our trades that we see. We take live trades. So join us tomorrow for the pregame show, then the open house, and see how the sausage is made. All right, y'all have a great day. Use stop losses, TCG members. I'll see you in 10 minutes.